All right, so we are live now on YouTube. Hello, everyone. My name is Fernando. I'll be the host of today's meeting. TNT is a platform, a conversation platform for all levels of speakers, English speakers, Italian, French, and Spanish as well. Today, we're going to talk about the future, the many faces of the future. So somebody else coming. So I think we're gonna be very interesting. I'm gonna explain really quickly how it is going to work. This is not a class. I'm not here as a teacher. We are all free to make mistakes. Nobody will correct you. We are here. There is. I'm having some notifications here. I'm sorry. We just have to follow 3 essential rules, which are be respectful, don't correct anyone, and of course, have fun. This is the most important. It's easier to learn and to have a good conversation, having fun. And I'm gonna create some breakout rooms for us to be more comfortable with this conversation. But before that, I would like to say hello to Fabiola. Hello, Fabiola. Can you hear? Can you listen? Oh, yeah, that's true. She's gonna remain as a listener today. Okay. Hello, Leonardo. Oh, all right. All right. Let me change your name again. Just a second. Yeah. Is anyone here for the first time? Are you here for the first time, Rubia?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Great. So I will create a breakout room and we can start. Just a second. Okay. Just a second. I'm having some troubles here today. Okay, now it's fine. So if you receive the invitation, please accept it. And when we have around 10 minutes left to the end of the conversation, I bring you back. Oh, I need to share the questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was forgetting. I was forgetting. Okay, did you receive it? Awesome. So see you in a few minutes. All right. Okay. Okay, so Rubia, can you start introducing yourself, please?
Oh my God. I presentation.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Rubia. I am 21 years old. I start my study English these years. I studied every day because I need to um, because eu quero evoluir na faculdade.
Yeah.
Eu pretendo me especializar em neurologia, então o inglês vai ser muito importante para mim, para ler artigos e tudo mais.
Okay. All right. Feel free to speak in Portuguese if you need. It's okay. And how about you, Gabi? Could you introduce yourself, please?
Hello, my name is Gabriele. I'm 31 years old. I was born in a city in the south of Rio Grande do Sul called Pelotas, a famous city for your candies and traditional candies. And but 2 years ago, I came to Rio to participate in a research project, and now I'm living here. I'm a food engineer, and I work as a science entrepreneur. So I'm trying to building my own company focused on ingredient solutions for the plant-based market. I'm not married. I don't have kids. I don't have pets yet, but I intend to adopt one. And I studied English for many years, I think since 2011. But I'm totally sure that I just improved my English skills, like my conversation skills, when I started to do particular classes and start as a talker on TNT. And I did it last year, and this year I becoming host here. I think I started in January. I think so. I'm not sure. That's it.
Awesome. Yeah, that's true. TNT, it makes the difference because we practice a lot here. Those conversational skills in English, it's very important. My name is Fernando. I am 33 years old. I live in Brasilia. I work as an administrative assistant in the environment protection field. In my free time, I like to go to the movies, go for a walk, listen to music. I love music. I love pets too, especially dogs and cats. And I've been here on TNT since December, and since March, I'm also a host here, and it's a pleasure to be here. Let's start with the question number 2 that talks about the future of artificial intelligence. What role do you think artificial intelligence will play in everyday life? How will it make our lives easier? Rubia. What do you think?
What is role?
Role is like qual papel você acha que a inteligência artificial vai ter no cotidiano da vida?
I can speak in Portuguese and English.
Yeah, sure.
I think this artificial intelligence. Em português, desculpa. Eu acho que a inteligência artificial, no momento, ela tem um papel muito importante, mas ela tem que ser bem usada. Você tem que saber usar bem ela. Tipo, o ChatGPT é um instrumento incrível para aprender. Eu, por exemplo, estou aprendendo muito inglês com ele. Eu tento criar diálogos com ele em inglês, eu tento pedir recomendações de séries, filmes, podcasts, músicas. Então, eu acho que a inteligência artificial atualmente ela tem um papel muito importante na nossa vida, é uma coisa que veio para nos ajudar muito, mas ela tem que ser bem usada, porque, por exemplo, vocês viram aquele meme do Papa, que ele tava com um quarto, era tipo um casaco, tipo, gigante. Isso foi feito pela inteligência artificial, então todo mundo acreditou que aquilo era real, só que era fake. Então, se a gente não souber atualmente usar a inteligência artificial, ela pode ser um malefício absurdo.
Yeah. Do you think it will gonna change a lot in the future?
Yes. Eu acho que ela vai mudar muito nosso futuro. Eu não sei se pro bem ou pro mal. Eu acho que algumas coisas vão ser boas, só que talvez ela consiga substituir muitas pessoas, tipo, muitos empregos. Teve uma matéria que eu vi da BBC News que é um texto que eu estava lendo em inglês para treinar, e aí eu estava vendo que uma das únicas coisas que falavam que a inteligência artificial não podia fazer era substituir a criatividade humana. E eu estava vendo que a IA agora está conseguindo mexer no Photoshop, sabe? Você manda uma foto, pede para ela fazer um edit, ela faz. Então, eu acho que por uma parte vai ser muito ruim, porque ela vai substituir muitos cargos e vai substituir muitos serviços, mas por outro lado, eu acho que a gente vai ter um avanço, mas assim, sabendo usá-la bem.
Yeah, that's true. And you, Gabi, what do you think about it?
I don't know exactly about how AI could transform our lives in an easier way, but I think nowadays we have a lot of advantages because we have the AI present in our lives. We have a lot of facilitations like apps and things that we don't need to think too much to execute. And I don't know if it's good for the future, because it's like Rubia said, maybe you just do a simplificate work and don't think about what are you doing deep. And sometimes it could be good for education, but in other times it could be prejudice, like you don't exercise your brain because you don't need to do it, because you have an app or something that do it for you. And I don't know, I don't know if it's good or not. Maybe even when we think about work, like maybe some work are substituted for machines and AI, but there is other type of works that will be created, and we don't know about what types of job will be created, because you don't know you already don't know about the possibilities of AI for 20 years or 30 years ahead. So it's complicated to tell something so in a certain way about it, because we don't know about what will happen with AI. And I think it could be in a fast way. Maybe in 5 years we will live a different lives than today because of AI.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think the jobs will be different. Of course, some of them will get to an end, but other ones will be created. I totally agree. But I think that life will be easier especially regarding jobs, because all the boring tasks will be made by artificial intelligence. Even nowadays, we put a lot of those tasks to the computer, that we don't need to do a lot of things. Even in my work, I could program a software to do a very boring part, and I have to worry just with the part that I have to think. So I believe that in this sense, will be easier in the future, I guess.
Yeah, I saw a lecture last Tuesday, about how AI are helping people in a supermarket to plan the thing that they need to supply for the other day, like fruits and vegetables and the other things in fresh vegetables, fruits, and yeah, I think the fresh types of food you need to plan. The people that work on the supermarket in this supermarket needs to plan what they need to buy to supply for the other day, to have these things for the consumers. And last year, all these processes are made like a person that ordered to buy something for the next day, or to supply the supermarkets. People that count the things that need for the other day. Nowadays, the same supermarkets have artificial intelligence that plan the quantity and the types of different fruits and vegetables that needs to be supplied to the next day. So the people that work on the supermarkets just revise the things and click in a bottle, and the things came to the supermarkets for the next day. So it's the artificial intelligence simplifies the work in this context, and save time and turns all the process of supply the supply chain of the supermarket more sustainable and efficiency. Yeah, because in the other form, when people are asking for something to supply the market, sometimes they supply more quantity more than they need, and the vegetables and fruits are lost because the maturation. So this is an example, but maybe 3 years after today, the things are changed, and they use the AI for other type of necessities of the supermarket.
Yeah, it's like a automatization, a smart automatization of the things. I agree. All right, number 3, it's also about AI. And are there any potential risks or concerns we should be aware of? We should be aware of while these technologies are being developed. What do you think, Rubia? You can try to speak in English, but if you miss some word, some sentence, be free to do it in Portuguese.
Let me see, understand this phrase.
Yeah, if there is there are some risks.
Existe algumas preocupações ou riscos que nós precisamos saber?
Yeah, que a gente precisa, deveria estar se preocupando agora.
I think we need preoccupations with the education, because the Gabriela meant interesting point. In the future, we want to even exercise the brand much, tipo, nós não vamos talvez exercitar tanto o cérebro. I believe that this point is very important because actually,
Currently, you can say currently, yeah.
In the moment,
You are doing great. Don't worry. Do you think that we don't we are with artificial intelligence, we maybe will not think too much, just receive that information?
Yes, I believe that eu acredito que tipo, o maior risco atualmente é a gente não perder o costume de colocar nosso cérebro para se exercitar, sabe? Começar a pensar. I believe, como que eu posso dizer? Eu tenho medo da gente parar de ser pessoas pensantes.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I have the same opinion about it. I think that's the main risk, that we stop to think so much about things and just copy and paste things.
Yes.
Which is something that we are already doing, right?
Yes. At my sister's school, she's a student writing redações. Eles usam o chat GPT para escrever redação. Tipo, eles pararam tipo, totalmente de pensar e fazer as coisas e realmente ir atrás e procurar entender. Eles só vão lá, copiam, colam e é isso.
Yeah, and that's a problem too, because it's not 100% of the times that ChatGPT gives us the right information about things.
Yes.
So yeah, good point. What do you think, Gabriele?
I agree with you guys. I think one of the concerns is about we can lose the ability to think in deep of the problems and of the tasks that you need to solve. And I can add something about inclusion. I think maybe in countries that are developing, we don't have inclusion of people to AI, like people that are old or people that don't have conditions to access the internet and the things of the internet. And sometimes for these people, it's difficult to understand to how to say acompanhar. It's like to
keep
yeah, to keep the advances of artificial intelligence, like people that are old or people that don't have conditions to don't have access to internet of everything, like in a house or in your house or in the place that they go like in a supermarket or in a pharmacy or in a hospital. I think when all the places that become more intelligent because of the use of AI, I don't know. I think we started to exclude the other people that don't have access in your daily lives, and people that have the access, but they don't understand how to use it, like people that are old. Because nowadays, old people have difficulties to access things that are more simpler on the internet. And can you imagine that they go to a place that they need to use just your cell phone to access the place, or to order something? I think we are not prepared as a country that are in development. You are not prepared to receive the AI and to live with this contrast in our society, like people that don't have conditions and people that are old. And yeah, I think that's one of the concerns.
Yeah, very good point. There is a question about this, question number 8, about inequalities. If you think that social inequality will raise or decline in the future, and I think that you answered it in a very good way, and I totally agree. And not just here in Brazil or in countries that are in this development stage, but I think all around the world, because we have those inequalities all around the world, and this has been increasing with technology. As I said, old people that doesn't have that they are not used to it, and people that don't have financial conditions, and yeah, it's a very...
Rubia said about the creativity before, and I totally agree with her, because I think it could be another concern about AI. Maybe people will become less creative, yeah, less creative than nowadays. I don't know, but I think AI could prejudice the creativity, the human creativity.
Yeah, and that's amazing, because now you answer question number 9.
Yeah, not prejudice, but impacts. But
Yeah.
impact not in a good way.
Yeah. Question number 9 is about that. With those new technologies will impact our creativity, and once again, I totally agree with you. They will impact. They already are impacting, actually, because in every point, like there are artificial intelligence that create paintings, create images, create videos, and we don't know what is truth, what is not truth. So that's another concern as well, because it's difficult to recognize what is true, what is a lie. And I think tend to be way more difficult in the future. All right, question number 4 is about the future of society in general. In your opinion, what will be the biggest challenges society will face in the future? Fabiola, I know that you are just listening today, but if you want to add something, feel free. All right. Rubia, what do you think? Question number 4.
I believe it will be inequality, as Gabriela said, and lack of interesting and part to learn new things, and a falta de interesse em aprender coisas novas.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think everything will change, and with changes come the challenges. One big challenge would be maybe our health too, because we are spending more time at home, maybe. At least I am. I don't go outside a lot, so it's something that affects us a lot. And I think in the future, maybe this will be a biggest challenge as well. What do you think, Gabi, about those challenges?
Difficult. I don't know. I think you will have more problems with anxiety because you have more informations, and we have more. As we have more information, we need to lead with more things in life, and I think we could be more stressful, and we have more mental problems, and I think our mental health could be so affected with the volume of work to do, the volume of needs to solve each day, and I think there is some problems. Of course, I just focus on problems in a practical way. When I think about practical things in life, that we are so full of work and just don't. I think I'm included. I'm not excluding me, but it's like we just focus on work, and the other things we don't have time. It's like we don't have time to enjoy and to pay attention, you know. So it could be a problem in the future, a society problem. And we have other things, more other bigger things, like I think we could have a big problem with I forgot the word in English, but don't have food for everybody, and we don't have natural resource for everybody, and climate problems. I think the things are not in a maybe 40 years ahead could collapse, like a natural resource and things, because I think we continue to use it without things about the consequence, you know. So I know that many countries are engaged to change the situation and prepare the countries for the next years, but it's not what we see in the news. So we see a lot of countries so poor, people don't have food, people are sick with different infirmities. I forgot the word in English too, about the doenças, and the abuse of the use of natural resource, you know. So this is some of the problems we can face in the futures about the society, and in a particular way when we think about each individuals, I think we become more stressful, and probably we can have more mental problems.
Yeah, I agree 100% with you. Everywhere that you look, you can find some problem that you will face in the future. And those problems in the future are like a reflection of the problems that we already have nowadays. They will just increase. Totally agree. And making this connection with our behavior, our personal behavior. Question number 5. What about the future of social interaction and communication? Will technologies redefine the way we connect with others, because it's kind of already redefined, but we'll keep in this path. What do you think, Rubian?
Nowadays, people don't talk less and less. As pessoas já não estão mais conversando mais entre elas, né?
Yes.
So I think this. Eu acho que isso só vai aumentar futuramente. Como posso dizer? As I said, people already use the chat GPT to talk. So I think that in the future, people will only became more and more dependent and isolated from the world. I think people will no longer now what living in a community. Eu acho que as pessoas elas vão se tornar cada vez mais dependentes da tecnologia, como atualmente está acontecendo. Hoje em dia é muito mais difícil você ver as pessoas se encontrando pessoalmente, a maioria tenta conversar pelo WhatsApp, por Discord. Então, eu acho que atualmente isso só vai se tornar mais real e mais frequente. Eu acho que as pessoas elas vão começar a se isolar tanto que elas vão começar a perder essa noção de como é viver em comunidade, o que é interagir, o que é entrar em uma reunião, conversar com todo mundo, conseguir debater um tema, conseguir pensar, conseguir, não sei, rebater uma ideia. Eu acho que as pessoas vão começar a perder essa percepção.
Yeah, and you made a very good point about people using things like ChatGPT to talk, because it remind me the news about the Japanese people, the problems that they are facing with interaction, because they are replacing this kind of human interaction with technology. So
yes.
that's mind-blowing. And you, Gabi? Sorry, Rubia.
Não, eu só ia falar uma coisa a parte que no Japão a tecnologia virtual ela tá avançando tanto que, como você falou, tipo, as pessoas estão sendo substituídas por hologramas, aplicativos, imagens virtuais. Isso lá já é uma coisa que não é tão fora do normal, né, para a cultura japonesa atualmente.
Yeah, they are facing this problem that people don't want to have relation with each other. So
Yes.
it achieve a level, a dangerous level to the country.
Mm-hmm.
And you, Gabi, what are your thoughts about it?
I'm so surprised because I didn't know that we can talk with ChatGPT, like in a conversation. This is new for me. I didn't know that. So I don't have doubts that maybe in 20 years, all the way that we communicate to others using the internet will change. Because if you look back to 20 years before, like in 2000s, we use the internet to communicate to others in a totally different way. We couldn't see people like in a video. We just use a chat, like a chat with other people involved. And you don't have the facilities like on WhatsApp and Instagram. We don't see what the people are doing in a real time. And we live it, maybe Rubia no, but me and Fernando live it, this transformation, like to just talk with others using an email or a chat. And now we can talk to others in a real time. We can see what people are doing in a real time. And I'm totally sure that 20 years after, we will have another transformation. And I think we are living it, but we don't notice it. Like I always heard people talking about multiverse, metaverse, and the other things related to this topic. I don't know about it. I don't know anything about it, but I'm totally sure that there is another world in a in a connected place that we don't know about what happens there, but there's something happens there. It's like it's similar to the conversation of, I don't know, I forgot the name of this guy, but there's a politician in the elections in 2020, 2018 that he talked about dangerous things are coming. No, I don't know. I forgot his name, but I remember that he had a video talking about a perigo iminente in our society. I forgot the name of his guy, but it's a funny video. And I think there's something happening in multiverse, in metaverse, that we don't know exactly what happens, and maybe it could be the transformation of communication between people in the next 20 years. It's like a supposition, but I think it could be happening.
This is so Black Mirror. Yeah, I agree. And we can talk to ChatGPT. Sometimes I talk to it, but not like a conversation. I could, but
see what happens in multiverse. What happens in metaverse? Ask for ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, but I used to do, like, when I'm researching something, I use as Rubia, I use it a lot to study, while I'm researching something and I don't agree with the answer, I question it. But why this question is like this? No, you cannot say, you cannot tell me that because this. So it's a kind of conversation. It's crazy, and we don't realize that we are talking to it. That's crazy. And the metaverse thing is a reality already. So in few years, we're probably gonna interact there too.
And I totally agree with Rubia when she said about that we can lose how to live in a community. How to live in a society, because I don't know if in a metaverse we have a society, a community, and if you live together with other people, because I don't know exactly what happens there, but we just living online and not in the real life. Maybe in the next years it could be happening.
Yeah, it has it has already changed so much, especially over those 3 more recent years after the pandemic. I had never get into a Zoom meeting before the pandemic, for example. I had never participated on that. And now it's normal. Every day I'm here. So, yeah. Would you like to say something, Rubia?
The question 6.
Sorry?
The question 6.
Yeah, sure, of course.
About physical health. Yes, physical health. I currently see. Oh my God. Saúde mental, como que? Caramba, é que vai afetar diretamente a nossa saúde mental, isso.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubts. It will. It's already affecting.
Não, perdão, falei saúde mental, saúde psicológica. Olha, about mental health, I think it will directly affect your lives from the moment we will feel less useful. Eu acho que a nossa saúde mental vai ser afetada diretamente quando a gente perceber que a gente não está sendo tão útil assim, sabe? Que a gente está sendo apenas meio que insignificante. Em relação a about physical health, né, saúde psicológica, eu não sei, porque é tanta coisa. Eu acho que a gente vai começar a ser sedentário, se importar menos com as coisas, ficar acomodado. Eu acho que tudo isso vai influenciar na nossa saúde psicológica.
Yeah, it's crazy to talk about the future because everything's so connected. I don't know if you have the same impression, but like artificial intelligence is connected to society behaviors and with medicine and with food, with art,
yes.
with, everything's so connected. It's kind of overwhelming sometimes. So everyone is back. JJ, how was the conversation for you? What do you think about the theme, the questions?
It was good, and we have the possibility to talk about technologies and some point of views that we are afraid about the futures and excited as well because the AI can bring some facilities, and it's a tool that can help us nowadays in the job, and but have the good part and the bad part, because the good part is the facility, the faster knowledge. You have everything near you in your hands, but maybe create humans that will be excited to learn and to get knowledge about everything, because you have already done in your hands. So it's a big problem, and yeah, it was good. It's a good subject to talk about.
Also,
Thank you.
Thank you for attending this meeting. We had the same opinion here that we gonna be lazier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lazier society, I think, is start to born.
Yeah, that's true. How about you, Amanda? How was the conversation for you?
It's good. It's really desafiador para mim, because eu tô focando bastante nessa semana para melhorar minha conversação, porque eu travo muito ainda. E eu gostei bastante, eu consegui me comunicar bem até. E foi um assunto muito interessante, porque eu sou da área, eu gostei bastante também. It's cool.
Great. So be welcome, and thank you for sharing this. And you are doing great. Rubia as well, you are doing great. Rubia.
Thanks.
I think when we start to practicing this, it's normal that we have some insecurities. Like you said something in English and then you repeated the same thing in Portuguese, but you are doing really great in English. So so keep up the good job and
Thanks.
keep attending the meetings. So I sent the survey link. Please share your thoughts and rate this immersion from 0 to 10. And I hope to see you next week. Thank you for attending this meeting, and I hope to see you around. Thank you, guys. Have a nice weekend.
Bye.
See
I
you.
love talking to you.
Bye bye, guys.
You.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Was a pleasure.